How does a regular guy from Alaska become one of the biggest YouTubers in the world? Well, in February 2024, a channel called the Outdoor Boys pulled in 100 million views. And it all started with a lawyer who just wanted to take his kids camping. Luke Nichols was born in 1978 in Anchorage, Alaska, where his father and grandfather taught him essential survival skills. Those wilderness lessons weren't the only skills he picked up in Alaska. As a teenager, he discovered another way to connect with his Alaska heritage, carving traditional native-style totem poles and paddles. He started selling his work to locals and tourists, showing early signs of their resourcefulness and craftsmanship that would later define his YouTube career. While the Outdoor Boys played a huge role in his upbringing, it was his Mormon faith that would set the course for his early life. Like most young Mormon men, Luke knew he'd serve a 2-year mission when he turned 19. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints considers missionary work a fundamental duty, sending young members worldwide to share their faith and serve communities. This calling led Luke halfway around the world to Japan, where he spent 2 years learning Japanese and experiencing a culture vastly different from his Alaskan roots. When his mission ended, the next step was clear: Brigham Young University. For members of the Mormon Church, BYU offers something unique. It's their church's flagship university, where academic excellence meets religious values. The campus is designed to be a place where young Mormons can grow both intellectually and spiritually. It's also where many find their future spouses, which is exactly what happened when Luke met Rebecca Ryman from Salt Lake City. The couple married in 2001 while Luke was still completing his undergraduate degree. While Luke excelled at practical skills, the classroom was a different story.
I was not a good student, but I will tell you,
you didn't like school,
and I didn't like school, and I did not do well at school.
Taking 8 years to complete his undergraduate degree at BYU. Though he started his studies in engineering, following his father and elder brother, he ultimately changed direction to earn a degree in political science. During this time, Rebecca had already finished her master's and had been teaching at the university for 3 years. While she thrived in academia, Luke's talents lay elsewhere, in hands-on learning and connecting with people, skills that would ironically make him one of YouTube's most effective teachers years later. After graduating in 2004, Luke saw an opportunity in political consulting. With his natural ability to connect with people and his deep understanding of political science, he started his own consulting firm, working with local politicians and campaigns. But life after college wasn't turning out quite like Luke had planned. His political consulting business was struggling. The hours were long, the work was unstable, and the lifestyle wasn't conducive to starting a family. He and Rebecca were facing a heartbreaking challenge. After months of trying to conceive, they weren't able to start the family they desperately wanted. Like many Mormon couples, having children was central to their life plans, making each month of disappointment particularly difficult. Something had to change. Luke made a practical decision. He enrolled in law school at George Mason University. The move to Virginia wasn't just about a career change. Doctors suggested that the stress of their current situation might be affecting their ability to conceive. A fresh start in a new state might be exactly what they needed. The move turned out to be transformative. Not long after settling into their new home, Rebecca became pregnant with their first son, Tommy, who was born in 2012. While the couple felt blessed that they were finally able to start a family, Luke's graduation from law school in 2008 couldn't have come at a worse time, right in the middle of the worst recession since the Great Depression.
In 2008, in the middle of the financial crisis, between 20 and 30% of my law school didn't get jobs in the legal profession. And I ended up having to start my own law practice straight out of law school because there were no jobs.
But an earlier decision would prove crucial during this uncertain period. Attending BYU, one of the most affordable universities in the United States, had left Luke with minimal student debt. This financial freedom meant he could take a risk that many new lawyers couldn't, starting his own firm. Nichols and Green soon became known throughout Virginia for its expertise in traffic law, particularly DUI cases.
Hello, I'm Luke Nichols. I'm a traffic attorney here in Northern Virginia, and each year I defend hundreds of drivers accused of DUIs, reckless driving, and other traffic issues.
Hi, I'm Luke Nichols with Nichols and Green. Hi, I'm Dan Stevens. And we're not drunk. Well, not yet.
And I'm going to demonstrate how mouthwash can cause ridiculously high readings on a breathalyzer. You can see right there that I'm sober. I have no alcohol in my system.
For the full 5 days, no good time off for good behaviors. If you're higher than a .20, then it's 10 days of mandatory jail time on a standard first. Today I'm going to talk to you about defending possession of marijuana cases. And so I'm going to talk to you about the 4 ways we defend possession of marijuana cases here in the country.
But he didn't stop at just practicing law. He saw a need for clear, practical legal guides and filled it. His handbooks on Virginia traffic law, DUI defense, and drug crimes became essential reading for other lawyers across the state. The same clear, detailed teaching style that made those books successful would later help him explain survival skills to millions of viewers. What set Luke apart in the legal field was his deep understanding of the technical aspects of law enforcement. He even qualified as a DUI standardized field sobriety test instructor, giving him unique insight into how these tests were administered. This meant he could spot procedural errors that other lawyers might miss, making him particularly effective at defending his clients. During this time, Rebecca was also pursuing her own career ambitions. As a talented statistician, she traveled globally for conferences and eventually became the director of education at the American Statistical Association. In several of the family's travel videos, Rebecca, commonly known as Becca, is shown attending a conference, such as during their trip to Japan.
Aren't you presenting at a conference in Japan?
Yes.
Are you ready?
No, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do my presentation on the plane.
The Nichols were both building successful careers while raising their growing family, a balancing act that would later resonate with millions of viewers. In 2013, Luke noticed something interesting. People were making real money on YouTube. Between court appearances and legal work, he started filming his fishing adventures on a channel called Catfish and Carp. His legal background gave him an edge most outdoor YouTubers didn't have. He knew how to explain complex topics clearly and keep an audience engaged. He began by creating a mix of videos that reviewed outdoor products he promoted for affiliate income.
Hello, and this is the National Indulgence high back chair review. This becomes a pretty formidable chair. Once again, I'm 6'4" and this is one of the few times I've ever been able to swing my feet around.
Alongside videos of him fishing, primarily for catfish, his favorite type of fish. The fishing videos started gaining traction, with some hitting over 1 million views. But there was a catch. His audience expected nothing but fishing content. When he tried posting videos about other outdoor activities or family adventures, the comments weren't always supportive. As his family grew with the births of Nate in 2014 and Jacob in 2016, Luke realized he wanted to create content that included his whole family. He wanted to show his boys the same outdoor skills his father and grandfather had taught him in Alaska. But the Catfish and Carp audience wasn't interested in watching family vlogs or survival challenges. That's when Luke made a bold decision. Instead of trying to change his existing channel, he'd start a completely new one.
There's a lot of videos I want to make that just have nothing to do with fishing, and I have a lot of interests and things I want to show Tommy that just have nothing to do with fishing sometimes. And so I decided I was going to start a separate YouTube channel for all those types of videos.
In 2015, Luke launched the Outdoor Boys channel with a simple family moment: his young son doing baby air guitar. Unlike the serious, technical focus of Catfish and Carp, this new channel would capture lighter moments with his family. Luke saw it as more of a fun side project, sharing adventures like taking his family to Alaska or building a replica of Lucille, Negan's bat from The Walking Dead. While these early videos brought him joy to make, they struggled to find an audience. The channel's first taste of success came from unexpected sources. It was his playful content with his kids that truly caught fire. His How to Trap Toddlers video sparked both viral success and controversy, with some viewers questioning its appropriateness. Luke had fun messing with the trolls in the comments, turning their criticism into entertainment for his viewers. By 2018, The Outdoor Boys was gaining serious momentum. The channel reached 100,000 subscribers, earning YouTube's Silver Play Button award. Yet, success brought its own problems. In late 2019, YouTube implemented strict new policies around content featuring children. Comments were disabled on the Outdoor Boys videos, cutting off the community interaction that had helped build the channel. But Luke refused to give up. He had to find new ways to connect with his audience. 2020 marked a turning point, not just because of the global pandemic, but because the Nichols family decided it was time for a major change. After 11 years at his law firm, Luke walked away from his legal career. But that wasn't all. The family decided to spend more time in Alaska, where Luke's story had begun. The rugged Alaskan landscape offered more than just dramatic backdrops for videos. For Luke, it was a chance to give his boys the same upbringing he had, teaching them to fish and hunt for grouse, ptarmigan, and other Alaskan specialties, just like his father had taught him. The timing couldn't have been better. With the pandemic keeping people at home, viewers were shifting from quick mobile clips to longer videos watched on TV, and Luke's content was perfect for this new way of watching. His solo camping videos in the Alaskan wild started pulling in massive numbers. It wasn't that viewers didn't love his family content. There was just something captivating about watching one man face the elements alone, reminiscent of Bear Grylls-style adventures. Videos regularly hit tens of millions of views, with dugout shelter under 10 feet of snow reaching an impressive 53 million views. In September 2020, the Outdoor Boys reached another major milestone by hitting 1 million subscribers, earning YouTube's Gold Play Button. However, the stress of managing a growing channel began to take its toll. Long hours of filming and editing, reportedly working up to 80 hours a week, combined with less physical activity, led to noticeable weight gain. Viewers started commenting that Luke looked tired and bloated in his videos. Then, in early 2021, something changed. Over just 4 months, Luke dropped 65 pounds. The dramatic transformation sparked immediate concern among his loyal audience. Some speculated about serious illness. Luke addressed the speculation head-on, sharing his health journey openly with his audience while quashing any rumors about his health.
And the number one question I hear from people is about my weight loss. So back in 2021, I dropped 65 pounds in 4 months. I had people asking me if I had cancer or stomach ulcers. It was like when you Googled my name, it was the number one autofill, like, what's up with Luke's weight loss? I didn't do any exercise. I just cut my food intake in half.
As Luke regained his health and energy, new challenges emerged. His more adventurous content with his children began drawing scrutiny across online forums. Reddit threads debated his parenting choices, with some users questioning the wisdom of taking children into bear territory, or teaching young boys to use axes and build fires. While Luke had always prioritized safety, teaching his boys the same careful approach to outdoor skills that his father had taught him, these discussions highlighted the challenges of sharing family adventures with the public. Despite these controversies, Luke stayed true to his vision of authentic outdoor education. His most popular videos often showed him creating things from scratch, like his signature mug made from cow horn. While most outdoor enthusiasts might use such a mug for coffee, or something stronger, Luke, as a practicing Mormon, fills his with herbal tea, or his favorite camping drink, hot tang. But it's his homemade camping bread that's really captured viewers' imaginations. Simple to make and perfect for camping trips, the bread takes up minimal space while providing plenty of sustenance, especially when topped with honey and butter. The recipe has taken on a life of its own, with fans across Reddit sharing photos of their own attempts at recreating Luke's camping staple. Luke's authentic approach paid off in February 2024 when the channel hit an incredible milestone, 100 million views in a single month. But with success came new pressures. When Luke's upload frequency began to drop, worried fans noticed. The situation got so intense that "Is Luke from Outdoor Boys dead?" started trending in searches. The reality was far less dramatic. After years of maintaining a weekly Saturday upload schedule, Luke had decided to shift uploading every other Saturday.
I've put a video out every Saturday morning for the last 5 years without missing a single week. And I know it's going to disappoint a lot of people, but it's time. Starting with this video, I'm only going to put out a video every other Saturday.
It was a difficult decision, but one that prioritized quality over quantity. The new schedule would allow him to maintain the high production standards his viewers had come to expect, while preserving the family time that remained central to the channel's mission. Many new viewers assume Luke's extensive outdoor survival skills come from military service. While he never served, he did get a taste of military training when he spent 6 days with the US Marines Jungle Survival School in Okinawa, Japan. At 45, he might have been twice the age of most participants, but the experience only fueled his passion for survival skills, and the young Marines were thrilled to train alongside one of their favorite YouTubers. That adventure deepened Luke's already strong connection to Japan, a country he frequently visits with his family. Though generally thrifty, he has a weakness for Japanese tools and equipment. His prized straight blade axe, discovered in a small Japanese shop, regularly catches viewers' attention. Though he has to disappoint fans by telling them it's nearly impossible to find outside that tiny store in Japan. In 2023, Luke's love for Japanese craftsmanship led him to another purchase, a K-truck, a compact Japanese mini-truck. The timing couldn't have been better. When an abandoned Alaskan homestead went up for sale, previously owned by another YouTuber who mysteriously abandoned the project, Luke saw an opportunity. Though the property came with its share of challenges, including electrical fire shortly after purchase, the K-truck proved perfect for navigating the narrow dirt roads while hauling supplies. While not street legal, it's become an essential tool for this ongoing project. The homestead restoration videos have become some of the channel's most popular content, with viewers just as invested in the property's transformation as Luke himself. As the Outdoor Boys approaches its 10th anniversary in 2025, the numbers tell an incredible story. Over 2.2 billion views and 110 million views monthly. The channel earns millions of dollars a year from ads alone. The success has opened new doors too. Becca and Luke recently authored a children's book, Oswald and His Magic Boots Visit Japan, combining their love for Japan with their storytelling skills. The impact of Luke's channel extends beyond just numbers. His eldest son Tommy has followed in his footsteps, launching his own YouTube channel called Outdoor Tom. With almost 500,000 subscribers and growing, Tommy and his brothers spend their days racing through the snow on what most of us would call snowmobiles. But as any Alaskan will quickly correct you, they're called snow machines up there. Luke posted on the Outdoor Boys Facebook page that 13-year-old Tommy even did his first solo camping trip on his YouTube channel, making Luke very proud of his son. What sets the channel apart in the crowded outdoor YouTube space isn't just the survival skills or family dynamics. It's Luke's unshakable authenticity. When something goes wrong, and in the wilderness things often do, he doesn't edit it out. Instead, viewers watch him problem solve in real time.
I don't think I put any yeast in this dough. I managed to mess it up and there's only 2 ingredients.
Figuring out solutions with a calm patience that's become his trademark. In a digital world increasingly driven by algorithms and viral trends, the Outdoor Boys remain steadfastly focused on what matters most: a father passing down wilderness knowledge to his sons, just as his father did for him in the Alaskan wilderness decades ago. It's not about showing off survival skills or chasing views. It's about sharing genuine moments of learning and growth. From traffic lawyer making fishing videos to YouTube sensation, Luke's formula never changed. Real adventures, honest content, and family first. In a digital world of clickbait and staged content, the Outdoor Boys prove that sometimes the most powerful content is simply being yourself.